Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, this video is about NBA mid-season review. The All-Star break, is coming up like that. In a couple of days. I just don't know exactly when this video will be uploaded, so you probably might see this video was likely on Friday. So the All-Star break will be, the All-Star games will be probably the day of. So like that, you might be seeing this video on Friday. So that means the Sunday is the All-Star game and stuff. But this is an All-Star break, basically review like that. Talking about what happened early in the season, and a lot of things happened. Starting off first with the trades and stuff, Kyrie Irving getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks was a shocker. I thought he was going to the Lakers, but since the Nets kind of had the leverage, he really didn't have a say in exactly where he wanted to go. I think because the Nets was going to look to get the best deal for them, and I feel like they got the best deal for them too. They got a nice deal for them too, and it was smart for them to do that. Like that, bring some guys back, bring Spencer Dinwiddie back, the guy who they liked, who they never really wanted to get rid of at first, but they thought they was getting some better pieces, so they said, okay, we decided we should trade him away like that and see what happens and stuff. And then also, Kevin Durant getting traded to the Suns was crazy too. Now the Nets did get Mikal Bridges, and I feel like the Nets are going to be a sneaky team. I watched their game when they was playing. They was playing some pretty good defense like that. And Mikal Bridges and Spencer Dinwiddie, they're like one of those teams, those like scary teams that be like, they don't have a star player, but they still can go out there and make some noise. You know what I mean? Like, it might be a legitimate star player, like a guy out there. It's like a group of guys who are good, and maybe and some of them guys are solid like that, but no superstar player, no all-star player, but they all just play as a collective group and go out there and make some noise. And right now they sit at the 5th spot, the 5th seed in the East, so they might can still make some noise. They might do something like that. So I feel like the team is still in good position. Mikal Bridges is the guy that everybody was trying to get, and the Nets got him. They can keep him around, try to find a star. He can emerge as one of those stars too, all-star like players. He's a dual threat type of player. He's very good defensively, and offensively he's been getting better and better and stuff. So that'll be nice for the Nets. Now the Lakers made some moves too. We seen the Lakers go out there and they brought back D'Angelo Russell, ice in my veins and stuff. Brought him back. Mo Bamba. They had Hachimura. They already traded for him a couple weeks ago. And then they had who's the guy? Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley like that. So they add some pieces. They add some guys who create some spacing and stuff. Malik Beasley been shooting. I think he's top 3 and 3-point percentage like that. So I think he can shoot. The Lakers did need a lot more shooting. I feel like the Westbrook didn't really work out as well because they didn't have enough spacing that the Lakers like Westbrook would need to play like on the court and stuff like that. So they traded him away. It's actually helping for him and help for them like that. Cause like kind of like switching the stuff up a little bit for their game like that. But I think the Lakers, they can go out there and have those shooters on the perimeter and let LeBron go out there and set them guys up. There's a Russell's not really that type of like floor general type point guard. He's more of a scorer like type guy. He's a very good scorer too of the basketball. But I feel like LeBron James can probably buy more into that role a little bit. Then the Schroeder come off the bench and buy into that role as well to go out there and like distribute the basketball and stuff. And I feel like they'd be nice too. Like that. And the Lakers team, there's a lot of games they should have won. They look at some of their games, they past games, and look at the team they got. It's a lot of games they should have won. There's some games that came down to the wire, and they kind of like had some turnovers, late turnovers, or something crazy happened like that, and they lose. They could easily be up above 500 by at least a few games like that, but they kind of like fell short so many times some of those games. But hopefully they can get back on track. Another thing that happened too, Jay Crowder getting traded to the Bucks, so like 5 second-round picks. I don't think the Bucks really care about that. But they got a nice defensive team now. They got Crowder. You got Drew Holiday, who's an all-star again. He should be an all-star at least 5 times by now. But the NBA kind of snub people a lot. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at MVP level again. I think then they have, of course, Bobby Portis and stuff. They got a lot of guys on that team like that. They're going to be a defensive team. They already 2nd seed. They might work their way up to the 1st seed. The Celtics got a good hold on that right now like that. But the Bucks going to be nice coming in after the All-Star break, and they're going to be tough. You got to play them in the playoffs, especially first round, too. Hopefully my Heat do not play them first round because we're not ready right now. Okay, surprise teams, in my opinion, was the Kings. The Kings has surprised me a lot. Domantas Sabonis, I've always been a fan of Domantas Sabonis. Like that with the Pacers and stuff. He plays so physical. He plays dominant down low. And adding him to the Kings was nice. I thought the Kings was crazy at first, trading Tyrese Halliburton. I was like, you trade Tyrese Halliburton? Like that, but these are both a win-win trade. They got Domantas Sabonis, who's playing very good, who's in his prime now, like that. And him and De'Aaron Fox are going crazy. De'Aaron Fox made his first All-Star game. Domantas Sabonis making his 2nd All-Star appearance. And then you see Tyrese Halliburton on the Pacers, who is playing very well too, and he made an all-star appearance too. So it's like a win-win type of situation. But the Kings are playing good, and they're a surprise team for me. Another team is the Thunder. Thunder, actually, you might look at standing, you might say, well, they like, what they 12th right now. They 12th or 11th like that. So you might say, Thunder not really playing that good, but like if you look at the West, it's kind of wide open. Like some teams are just like 3 or 4 games behind the 5th spot. So and I feel like the Thunder with SGA, the way he's playing, the way he's balling, he's an all-star this year. He been playing tremendous basketball ever since he got to the Thunder like that. He's been playing before the Thunder too, but when he got to the Thunder, been playing amazing basketball. And I feel like if they can just keep building around him, I don't think they're gonna do anything crazy this year. But I feel like they can maybe make a way, get in the play in this year, and possibly the playoffs like that. They can go out there and make some noise. But I feel like next year they can kind of like build around these guys. They got a lot of draft picks. Remember, Thunder made a lot of deals. When they traded Paul George away, when they traded away Westbrook away, you know, all stuff like that. So they made a lot of big time deals and stuff. So we're gonna see exactly what they can do when they start getting these draft picks, start hitting on some of these draft picks and stuff. That'll be nice. So juggernaut teams though. Oh, another surprise team, yeah. Another surprise team is the Hornets. I thought coming to the season, I thought the Hornets were gonna be a little better, at least be around that playing like level, and maybe a AC. I think I had them at AC, like at least I like winning the AC. But I feel like the Hornets have been kind of the opposite. They had, I know they had the injuries, and I knew they lost some guys, but I thought they had a lot of energy they played with last year. And LaMelo, the way he was playing.